Kenobi's corner, Kenobi's corner, Kenobi's corner.
All right, man. Well, let's get this party started. That's not somebody saying, right?
No, I don't think so. Besides,
I was going to say Cool in the Gang. No, but
no.
It's a party group. No. Fergie's in it.
Yes, that one.
Yes, you know what I'm talking about.
Black Eyed Peas.
There we go. Dude, where are the Black Eyed Peas?
Gone. They got eaten.
They got... At the beginning of the year, they all got eaten up for good luck for the rest of the year.
They're gone.
They're gone.
That's what happens. Mm-hmm. That's the only way we can have a good year.
We had to eat the Black Eyed Peas. It was rough, but everybody in New York chopped them up, spread them out, done. It was only a spoonful, I think. You had to do. So far, worst intro ever.
Oh my
Welcome
God,
to Kenobi's Corner. Good story ending with a coughing fit. There's no better way to start it off.
Best way.
Welcome. I'm Eric. This is Jonathan.
Hello.
We're here to talk to you about sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, movies, and everything we find interesting in between. And... all the things.
All the things. There's a ton of stuff, man.
Dude.
So I didn't know this was happening.
You left me to all my devices.
Yes.
And once you do that, I go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, man. You dig.
Yeah.
You dig and you dig.
So I dug so much. Well, mostly because there's a lot going on this past week. You know, Cinemacon happened, which sounds super fake.
Yeah. But I was like, that's a lie, Eric.
Like, obviously, you're a liar, and nothing like that happened. Quit making shit up, because I leave you alone in a room for an hour.
With all your devices.
With all these devices.
And then you're going to make up Cinemacon.
Yeah. And they're like, we talk about movies, we like conventions, what do we do? What do we call it?
Cinemacon.
What are the other worst names they could be? MovieCon? No. Cinemacon. Let's do that.
That sounds definitely fake enough. Let's do it.
Oh, for sure.
Anyway, it happened.
Anywho, so Cinemacon happened, so they released so much news about upcoming stuff. We have some news about Spiderman. We have some news about video games. We have some news about movies, upcoming trailers that have dropped. We have news about shows that are coming out that we really like that are on certain devices. I don't want to call them TV shows. I'm stuck calling them TV shows, and it was really, really hard for me to come up with a term other than TV shows.
You came up with one?
No, I didn't. I didn't coin this term. This term was already out there in the universe. I just grabbed it. I plucked it out of the air and put it into our little list of outlines shit. And I'm just calling them episodic events. I'm pretty sure they could be called something else, but I don't know. I like the alliteration of episodic events.
Episodic events is good. That works.
Yeah. So, and then we have some a little bit of local news here too. So let's get it started because there's too much just to hesitate any further. I like how I hesitated before I said let's not hesitate.
Let's not hesitate.
Let's not hesitate anymore, John. Let's just talk about it and quit talking about hesitating.
First thing, because it's so close, because it's not that close, but it's close enough for me to be freaking the hell out about it. But Star Wars Celebration is coming up.
Yep. You already started packing, I heard.
Dude, okay, maybe a little bit. Maybe not a ton, just a little bit. Maybe I only have a few outfits picked out, maybe it hasn't been packed yet.
Only a few.
But, I mean, only a few. Anyway, yeah, man, some exclusives coming out from the Celebration events. So, apparently at Celebration, they're going to be selling some t-shirts. So, to benefit Force for Change, which is kind of to support UNICEF.
Right on.
Really awesome stuff that they do that, man. Like, it's cool, and I'm sure this merchandise is now going to be an arm and a leg as the cost of it, because that's what it's going to be, supporting. But, dude, I'm still down for some of this stuff.
Dude, those shirts look legit, man.
Dude, the shirts look awesome. The pin looks awesome. And I'm so excited because they're going to debut it at Celebration, which I will be at. I'll get a chance to buy this first thing. But on top of that, they're also selling it at the Disney parks afterwards. So that'll be really freaking cool. So Celebration is Star Wars Celebration is from April 13th through the 16th. So coming up here in a couple of weeks. And after that, they're going to be selling it at the Walt Disney World Resort and the Disneyland Resort. Let me see here. So at Hollywood Studios, Disney's Hollywood Studios in Florida, Disney Springs in Florida, and the Disney Magic Kingdom Park in Florida. And then they'll also be selling at Disneyland Park and the Disneyland or Downtown Disney District.
Oh wow!
So that's pretty cool, man. Like that, the fact that you can go there, pick up some of the stuff, really cool. Some exclusives, some pretty cool looking shirts, though, man. And it's all themed for The Last Jedi. Yeah. So before the movie even comes out, we're still a good 6 months away from the movie, even more right now. Well, how far away are we? 11, 3,
What's today,
4,
April?
That's 7 months away.
Yeah. Which is even so much crazier because we don't even have a trailer. But I'm pretty sure that'll be dropped at Celebration.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm really hoping. So, and the fact that they're selling these, that gives me more hope that they're going to be doing some Last Jedi stuff there. So, yeah. Well,
that's true, John. And as Leia said, we have hope.
Why you gotta make me cry here?
Sorry, John. Sorry.
Damn it.
Well, because Celebration Fest is coming up, there are a lot of movie news coming out. Like I was saying, Cinemacon happened. There's so much movie news coming out. Of course, at Cinemacon, they talked about Star Wars. They talked about Spiderman. They talked about which the trailer dropped the day before we posted our last one, so we'll talk about a little bit of that here coming up soon.
Yeah.
But some of the news, some of the really, really crazy news, we'll mention some of the highlights first. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. Can you believe it, man? Like, I know I know we talked about it before, but we got a little bit more of a background of like what the description of the story is, and really, it's going to be a reimagining of the original. Essentially, kids find this kind of like video game that they get sucked into, and like The Rock and what's her name? Karen Gillan and Jack Black. They're going to be like pretty much like the avatars of the children, like that they get sucked into the game. So a new take on it, a little bit of a reimagining. Super cool, I think. I
mean, it looks cool. Haven't we talked about the fact that this is coming out already?
Yes.
Okay. Still, I'm super excited for it to come out. Like, I mean, just the fact of like the people that are on there, right? So like The Rock, Karen Gillan, Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's
huge fans of all three of those guys. Mm-hmm. Like, and Jack, what's his name?
Jack Black.
I'm not necessarily the biggest fan anymore, like because he's had some misses and some stuff I've been like, that's just kind of stupid. But he's also been in stuff that's like Tropic Thunder, one of my favorite movies. And even though he was annoying as hell in that movie, he was also super freaking funny, man. He had me laughing the whole time. So I mean, hit and misses, but dude, I'm excited for that movie, man. I think it's gonna be cool. It's going to be one of those ones I feel like Power Rangers was that we just watched, right? Like, it's not meant to be anything super deep or super emotional or super, like, thought-provoking, but it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun to watch.
For sure.
I mean, at least I'm hoping. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know, but
we don't know.
We don't know, but we know. And but I haven't seen anything else from it. I mean, I'm excited to see how they're gonna play it. I mean, it's been like the original was so amazing, and they really couldn't do a direct sequel because you couldn't do it without Robin Williams, and that ship has sailed, so that they can't do anything with that. But I think it'll be interesting to see how they take that. Yeah. With that, they also dropped news about Wreck-It Ralph 2. It gets a title. It hasn't had a title before, from what I'm understanding.
But it's been just the Wreck-It Ralph 2 movie. So.
Yeah, so now it's officially titled, as of now, because it comes out in March of next year, Ralph Breaks the Internet. So it looks pretty cool, man. Without knowing anything about it, John C. Reilly just killed it in Kong. Just his whole character arc in that was just pretty much him freeform, just him improvising. But I mean, it was amazing just to see him work and how he does. So I'm excited to see Wreck-It Ralph too, and where they take that story,
Dude.
and how they engage the inner workings of the internet for that. So that'd be cool. What do you think, man?
Yeah, dude, that'd be awesome, man. I really like that movie. It's kind of sad because I like that movie a lot. Brandy does not like the movie anywhere near as much as I do, you know? Like, she thinks, like, oh, it's okay, it's an all right movie. But I love the hell out of the first Wreck-It Ralph movie, man. It's freaking good. I don't know. So I don't even think I own that movie because Brandy didn't really like it that much.
Wow.
So I think at this point, what I'm going to do now is justify the second movie coming out to buying the first one, so I can watch the crap out of that now, and then be excited for this next one. But dude, I mean, I think it's really cool, man. Like, I don't know. I really, really like the first one. I mean, I love the characters, and I'm not a huge what's her face fan. Who did Penelope? Sarah Silverman. I'm not the biggest fan of Sarah Silverman. Like, sometimes she's hilarious, and other times I don't get it. I don't see why she's funny or people consider her funny. That's just me.
I know. I think she's funny.
I know. That's
she has her moments. Okay, she definitely has her moments.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like sometimes I think she's pretty good. Like, she's funny. Like, she does things that I like, and then other times, man, completely like I don't get it. But that being said, I loved her character in the movie. Like, she played it super well. So if it's the creative team, if it's the writing team, if it's the directorial team, I don't know what it was that helped bring that all together and make everybody's pieces work really, really well. Like, if they can make that magic happen again for the second one, dude, it's going to be legit.
Yeah.
And then the world, man, that world is really freaking cool. So, and I like that idea, man, that concept. I mean, haven't you, I don't know if there's very many people that have not had it this way, but like, I think everybody that I know that is into kind of technology type stuff at some point in their lives has imagined that the characters inside of those games or inside of the technology is real.
Yeah.
You know, it's just one of those things, I guess, young people's minds, children's minds wander in that direction. So
yeah, dude.
To see it realized, I think would be cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where they go with that story and just the next chapter in it. It would be cool. Walt Disney Studios, while at Cinemacon, also had a panel where they just said, "Hey guys, here's what's up. Here's what's going on, and here what we have working on until the winter of 2019." And we have a link there. This guy, Eric Vespi, took a picture that was like probably the most crisp picture that you can get in the studio or that huge auditorium. And it just basically listed everything that is happening and will be happening. So just to kind of go over some of the main ones, of course, you know, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Guardians, Thor, Avengers, Ant-Man and the Wasp. It looks like it has like a new font to it. Captain Marvel and Black Panther, you know. So pretty cool. That's kind of like the same lineup. The Pixar lineup looks like we just mentioned Wreck-It Ralph. You know, we also have Cars 3, Coco, and another film called Gigantic, which is pretty much the tale of like Jack and the Beanstalk type.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like,
oh, that animation looks cool, or like at least that drawing looks cool,
right? So we'll have that link there down below. But some of the more live action stuff that they have going on, you know, they have the next Pirates of the Caribbean, which who knows how that's gonna be. But they also mentioned like A Wrinkle in Time. You know, Mulan, a live adaptation of Mulan, and then Mary Poppins Returns. And Mary Poppins Returns, Emily Blunt is scheduled or is slated to play Mary Poppins.
Really?
Yes,
I did not know that.
Yes, sir.
That'll be cool. That'll be interesting.
Well, and there's a couple things that are on there. Like they have a documentary. It looks like Born in China, Disney nature film. And then they have an untitled fairy tale movie that's supposed to be coming out this summer. So I don't know what that's going to be. And another untitled live action movie coming out in the summer of 2018. So that's pretty crazy. Like, that these movies are like super close and we have nothing to show for them.
Right? Like, it didn't even give you a name or anything. Like, no clue to what the heck it's going to be.
Nothing.
So, I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows how that stuff will work
man,
out?
It is like jam jiggity packed.
Yeah.
And they were saying that each of their properties, so like Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, each of those films last year was able to have at least one movie that was $1 billion that generated for them. Oh, I forgot to mention. Oh, Incredibles 2 also.
Oh, yeah. Dude, yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait. Like, that movie does it for me, man. Like,
yeah. Dude, this is a great movie. Great
so
movie.
Timeless, and it still holds up.
Brandy's coworker, his name's Kevin. He has not watched an animated movie since The Incredibles.
Really?
Because he feels that The Incredibles set the bar so high, he doesn't want it ruined by anything else.
That's kind of true, though.
Like, he loves the hell out of that movie. When Brandy and I bought like the original movie when it came out, I think it was a DVD. I don't think it was even Blu-ray yet at the time. But we got a lithograph, a super cool printing of like the entire family, like in costume.
Yeah.
Almost like they're standing in the jungle, like in the like that frame basically of the movie. But dude, like, we gave it to him and just like as a gift because we found it at our house and it was just sitting in a corner. I was like,
oh, right
dude,
on.
what are we doing with so much junk in our house that we have like all this crap? And I was like, dude, we're giving this to Kevin, and he really loved it. Like he like it's cool, and he's super excited about this movie too because he's wanted a sequel for a long time.
That's awesome.
So it's pretty funny, man. Like it's really cool that he has loved it for that long, and that's his favorite animated movie. So.
We'll tell him he's about to get another gift.
I know, right? It's gonna be
well,
amazing.
at least in about a year.
Yeah.
So he still has some waiting to do.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Well, right on. Well, kind of leaving the cinema. Really not even leaving that a whole lot further.
Yeah. You know what? One other thing before we move on.
What's that?
This is the first time we've talked about Pirates of the Caribbean. This next movie, whatever the hell it is, number 27.
Yeah.
I'm super happy that we have not talked about it till this point. Now that we're mentioning it, I really hope this movie tanks.
Wow. What happened, John? What did it do to you? Show me on this doll where pirates touched you.
Dude, it's too damn much. Like, people need to learn to let things go, right? Like, some things can go for that long. Some things have the ability to go for that long. But even then, some of those properties just, like, if it's not going to be improved and it's not going to keep going in the right way, or you're not going to keep doing the right things that make it good, then don't do it anymore. Like, Pirates of the Caribbean had a played out story since like the third one. Like, even the second one wasn't that great anymore, you know? And since then, it's just been like a rehash. It feels like a rehash of the same thing over and over again. Yeah. Where they slightly changed a few things, but none of it is anywhere near as intriguing anymore. The world doesn't feel as good as it once was. Like, it's not good, man. Like, stop making those damn movies. Like, there's no reason for it at all.
But, man, there are people out there that live by those movies, man.
You think so? Name one person that you know that
I don't know anybody.
Those movies.
I don't know a single person.
That's what I mean. Dude, we work with like 200 other people in our department alone.
That's true.
I don't know a single person that is like, I love Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Not the one. I don't know. I'm just saying. That's my 2 cents. I'm done. Hopefully we never speak of this movie again.
Fast forward 6 months, Pirates of the Caribbean makes $1 billion. Best movie ever. I killed John. John, sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
That probably won't happen, though. That probably won't happen.
Never gonna happen. Anyway, okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. Okay. That was my rant for the day.
No, that's fine.
I haven't done one of those in a while. So.
I know it's been a while since John's pirate rant. So I think at Cinemacon also they interviewed one of the producers, kind of talking about Marvel and Sony's agreement and how things have been going. Essentially, talking about like how they really did come together to make this agreement on getting Spidey with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And he kind of states in there, like, I mean, it'll be crazy. Who knows, like, if we'll ever get, two opposing motion picture companies to agree on something like this ever again. So kind of saying, like, well, shit, I mean, their contract's going to be up after Homecoming 2, whatever Spider-Man Homecoming 2 is. Like, is it going to be called Homecoming 2? Who knows?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Whatever this next movie is with the Tom Holland series.
Yeah. So, and it's weird because Tom Holland came out and was just like, "Hey, I'm really not a secretive guy." He's like, he's like, I can't keep a secret. Like, he's like, I don't know if I can be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and hold on to secrets. That he's like, so I don't know if I can, how good I'm going to be in here, kind of jokingly, but yeah. So Spider-Man, like Tom Holland's Spider-Man, is essentially attached to Spider-Man: Homecoming, Civil War, Infinity War Part 1. In the Untitled Avengers sequel and Homecoming Part 2. So they have a 5-picture deal, essentially. So who knows what's going to happen after that.
Right.
But I don't know. That's pretty crazy. So is he going back to Sony? What are they going to do? Maybe they can extend it. But it's kind of up in the air.
I mean, who knows, man? Like, they made a ton of money off of those Spider-Man movies before, like, this whole Homecoming thing, right? So, like, even the ones with Andrew Garfield, they weren't doing bad, They didn't make a crap ton of money, but they made a decent amount of money.
Yeah, they did. But I don't know, man. Like, I think it would have been really cool to see the third Amazing Spider-Man.
Right.
Because I would have really liked to see him fight against Doc Ock or Vulture or, any of the Sinister Six, Mysterio. They really had started building that. Here's the next step.
But that was half the problem with the second Andrew Garfield movie. Just that, there was just too damn much going on.
Yeah. And Electro was pretty crazy. I really didn't dig that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
was kind of weird.
Like, I know Jamie Foxx can sing, but we don't need him in a villain. We don't need his villainy
What's up with
singing.
Spider-Man in musicals? Like, I don't get it.
They're like,
what the hell, Sony?
Part 3. Everybody loved Part 3.
Nope. But yeah, man, like, I don't know. I really feel like if this, like, just totally makes way, way more money than any of those movies did, that might make Sony reconsider and, like, make them both play nice with each other if this is going to make that much money.
Yeah.
And considering this is one of their, like, more popular properties before any of this stuff started going on, now Captain America is a lot more known. Now Iron Man is a lot more known. Now people want to see those other characters. Like, nobody knew who the hell Hawkeye was, like, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
12 years ago. Everyone was like, who the hell is Hawkeye?
He was always the purple archer to me.
It's the hot guy. But... but, like, you know what I mean? They've created notoriety for each one of those characters by building things out for them, and Spider-Man had that way before any of these guys, and he's been a popular character, not just in the people who are super into comics, but popular overall. Like, everybody knew who Spider-Man was when those movies started coming out. Like, even before those movies started coming out, that he was a very, very popular character. So he's got all that going for him already. And then now that being teamed up with the MCU for this movie to come out, like, I feel like this one can just be a huge, huge, huge hit. And if that's the case, money talks. I just can't see them like not working out a deal.
Yeah.
And working together, playing nice to make that kind of money.
That's what I'm hoping, man. But you know what? I've talked to a couple people that were just like, yeah, it looks cool. It looks all right, with the second trailer. So I don't know if we're building up too much hype about it.
You think so?
I'm gonna say maybe on it because I'm super excited about it. Yeah, but I'm also, I don't want it to fail. Well, we'll see. Well, I mean, it's coming up super close. July is a few months away, so I mean, we can only see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm super excited for it either way. So
also want to touch on. So we talked about it a couple weeks ago. About Venom getting its own possible own movie that's a spinoff and how that's going to be. And damn it, if we weren't on the nose with it, because it's so in the works. I'm super excited, super pumped, just to see what's going on. I put a link to essentially Collider. They had a mini show about it. where they kind of reported that it's going to be October 2018 is when it's set to come out, and it's slated to have an R rating. That kind of scares me already because it seems like they haven't even developed a story for it yet, and already they're going to say it's going to be R rated.
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
For what?
Why?
That is definitely not one of the ones that needs to be R-rated. Like,
Well,
it just does not. There's no reason.
Well, I guess it depends on like the angle. Like, what type of story are they going to be telling? Is it going to be like his time as an agent, like Agent Venom? Is it going to be time as like him, like being like a symbiote, and him and Carnage, like, or is it going to be him and Anti-Venom? Like, where's that going to go? Is it going to be an origin story? It doesn't seem like it's going to have Spider-Man in it from what a couple of reports have been saying, but it's just going to be a straight Venom movie. So
that'll be interesting too, like to just throw a character on the screen and they're not going to have an origin for it. Like, that seems kind of weird, and it's weird to do the origin of Venom without it being Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, that's just really, really weird. But I mean, who knows? Maybe like it will be addressed in this movie coming up. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that'll be like a twist at the end of Homecoming.
Right? That'd be kind of crazy.
That would be insane.
But with that being said, also, I don't think it will be.
No, I don't think so
It would
either.
be nice to see, but
Yeah.
they're already trying to differentiate itself from the MCU, and I think it's because they want that R rating. They want to stay. They want Disney doesn't want that to be a part of that, I guess.
Right.
So the same way with Logan and Deadpool, how they were just kind of like away from the MCU with that also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be crazy if there's like a link between Venom and X-Men more than there is between
No, I
Venom
don't like
and
it.
the MCU?
Don't speak such things.
Yeah. just saying. Venom meets the X-Men already.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
No.
So I don't know, man. What do you think? Like, R-rated Venom? Is it possible? I mean, can it work?
I don't see the point. I really don't. Like, maybe one or two of the storylines, but I mean, I just feel like it could be PG-13. Have a fair, decent amount of violence, but not be super gratuitous about it, and it still be like a really, really good movie.
Yeah.
And might be better than an R rating, and then you can reach a broader audience with it, right? Like, why not make it so that it's something that everybody can go watch? Like, if you're really trying to make some good money off of it, right? Unless you don't really care about that and you just want to throw something out there for the sake of throwing something out there.
What do you think Guardians and the rest of the MCU is kind of considered? Is it like, what kind of genre is it? Is it like sci-fi or is it fantasy? Is it?
I mean, I guess it really just depends. Well, I think most of them are just straight up sci-fi. Like Captain America's an enhanced man. Guardians are out in space. X-Men are evolutions of humankind. Like, for most of it, I think is sci-fi. I don't know if anything really lands in the realm of fantasy.
Because I can kind of see them, because it is Alien, like doing kind of like a sci-fi horror type spin on it, and nobody out there has done the horror take on a comic like this mainstream comics,
right.
I think. So that'd be super different,
Yeah, I just feel like most of the time, if you're basing it off the actual comic material, then most of it shouldn't be an R rating, right? Like, I don't think Venom has had a comic that's that crazy or that intense or that gruesome.
The Carnage line is all like, well,
okay, so Carnage,
he's a
not
murderer,
Venom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, so, and Carnage, it does get a little bit worse. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that 100%.
Well, I think I'm going to go back to, because, man, I had like so many Venom comics, and man, I can't recall them for the life of me right now. I'm just going to go back through.
Let's take a look. We'll have to see more of this like coming out. Like, hopefully within the next few months, there'll be like a little bit of a story that we can kind of start looking into or things like that. But I mean, at least we know what's coming, right? Like, at least we know what's happening. At least it seems like it's happening, and unless everybody starts backtracking on it, hopefully we'll kind of see what's going on.
Yeah, man.
Cool, man.
Well, hard pivoting to some video game stuff. we haven't talked about this in a while, but I saw this, and I know Jonathan loves the shit out of it.
Dude.
So I wanted to talk about it. Did you see these trailers, man?
I have not watched them because I feel like watching them is going to want to make me turn on the game, and I want to finish Zelda first.
No, please. Okay, you know what? We're going to stop right now.
No.
Please watch
I'm
them.
actually, I'm playing it right now. I'm just don't have any sound on.
You need to hear it.
Okay, let me stop.
Dude. So, Destiny 2, man, what do you think?
Dude, it looks freaking good, dude.
Like, I don't even know the story. I don't even know. I haven't even played part 1.
Okay, so the story in part 1 is horrible.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard the multiplayer is where it's at.
No, the story's not horrible. I mean, I'm over-exaggerating, but nothing was really fleshed out for it. Mm-hmm. It just feels like there could be a lot more story, a lot more they can explore, and they just don't touch it, man. They don't hardly ever do anything with it the entire time. Mm-hmm. With some of the DLCs and the raids that came out, kind of subsequent after that, it really did put some good story elements back into it. But it really still wasn't a whole lot and enough to really dig into and sink into and be like, oh, cool, this is awesome. Giving me an explanation for stuff that happened before, and giving me an explanation for stuff that is currently going on. It just didn't do any of that. But that being said, I love the hell out of that game, man. I just love playing that game. It's so much fun. The multiplayer is super cool because playing with friends is always fun. Jumping in there, doing stuff being able to do all that kind of stuff. Really, really cool. It seems like this one, they're trying to address all those things. They're bringing in a lot more writers. They're bringing in a lot more stuff to be able to say, hey, this has a story. This is supposed to be good.
Yeah. Sorry about the first time. Here's what you actually came for.
We didn't mean it. It was fake. We were joking around. But yeah, man, if it's any better than the first one, it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun because the first one was a hell of a lot of fun. Dude, that's freaking cool, man. I'm just excited about it.
I know.
Already they started doing the last the stuff to close out the previous game. Mm-hmm. So that it was a free update. It's not any kind of DLC or anything this time around. Just to kind of start heading things off and get your last final rewards from part 1, kind of lead into part 2.
Oh, right on.
So, and I haven't even turned on my PlayStation since I bought the Switch. Have not turned it on, period.
Why would you need to?
Dude, I don't need to. That's the point. So I don't know, man. I need to get back into it. I really need to start playing that a little bit more. But dude, I'm also just very slowly progressing my way through Zelda, so.
How's that coming?
Not great.
Not great.
Just because I have a problem and I look at every single little thing that passes in front of me.
You have to.
Dude, I end up doing
especially with a game like that, when you can break one piece of a rock or a tree and then you get extra shit.
Oh, so. Dude. At every single little side quest, I'm like, oh, let's try to do this one.
Yep.
Let's do this one. If it looks half interesting, I'm doing it. There's a bunch of side quests that I have not done, but there's a lot that I have done that I don't necessarily need to because the prize is 100 rupees, which is nothing.
What's the conversion on that? 25 cents?
It's terrible. But it's been super, super fun, man. I'm loving the hell out of that game. Last night I probably should have gone to sleep an hour earlier than I did, but I wanted to get to a certain point, and damn it, I got there, but I'm paying the price now.
Was it worth it?
No, it wasn't worth it. Running joke still to this day is that Zelda Breath of the Wild is the most expensive game ever at $360.
Yeah, no kidding, man. I know, and I think that's why Jose tried to poison y'all because he was super jealous.
Yeah,
that y'all got the Switch, and he's been trying to buy one.
Yep.
And Best Buy had one a few on sale this week,
dude. But they've been going right away.
The guy at Best Buy told him. Well, Jose went at his lunch break, and he was like, "Hey man, do you have any Switches left?" He's like, "They gave us 7." And we had people waiting in line at the door for them.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Dude, that's crazy, man. Yeah, anyway. More things. What about the Injustice 2 that you have here?
Dude, so I put Injustice 2 on there just because they came out with the latest trailer that kind of showcases the villains. So I wanted to kind of just briefly go on that because we talked about when they before the game came out, just kind of like some of the characters that they're going to be doing, and they've all been mostly superheroes, in this regard. But this one kind of showcases like the main villains that are going to be in there.
Yeah.
So you get Bane, like a reimagining of Bane, and essentially he's like a tank, the tank creature or the tank character that's like a super heavy.
Okay. Yeah.
But he looks trimmed up. Looks pretty cool.
Looks massive.
Super massive.
I mean, he's fit now though.
Yeah.
He's just big. He's
Yeah.
like a Dave Bautista type.
Yeah, like just like a thick guy all the way around.
Yeah.
So you get Bane. You get
Captain Cold.
Captain Cold.
Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah. And then Scarecrow, man. But like your reimagining of Scarecrow also.
Yeah.
It looks
Nice,
super
okay.
creepy, man. It looks cool. I like it. I really like the first game and the first, like, the Injustice storyline. I liked it a lot. I thought it was really cool. Did you play Injustice? I think we talked about it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never
liked
bought it. I actually just kept playing, and it was one of the first free games on PSN.
Oh, really?
Like, so, because I have PSN for the PlayStation 4. Mm-hmm. And, like Xbox does, you get free games, like a couple of free games a month. Mm-hmm. And Injustice was one of the first ones when I first bought the PlayStation.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's a good get.
Yeah, heck yeah. I was like, oh, yeah. So I played all the way through the story.
Yeah.
That was about it, because I'm terrible at those games.
I am too. I think the last time I was good at a game was Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And that's only when, and not like the video game version, but only when it was available in arcade form. And I think I used to play it like, we used to have Stop and Goes here in San Antonio. Was like the corner store.
Yeah.
And I used to play there all the time.
Dude, that's awesome.
But yeah, that was the last time I was really good at a fighting game. And anybody that I play against, you can definitely attest to that. But yeah. So that came out. Also, the trailer for Taletell's Guardians of the Galaxy game came out. And it's pretty much... Damn it! It looks cool. Like the new movie's coming out. We're getting a lot of a lot of images from that are coming out. But for Guardians of the Galaxy, it almost looks like a larger group, like a shot for shot of like one of the trailers, but with just a larger group. Groot. So, but they try to keep that same comedy still there, but it's supposed to be with Thanos is like the main villain in this one. So I think there's going to be 5 episodes total, and you get the first one's coming out. But in the movie Guardians of the Galaxy in Part 2, Thanos is not even going to be mentioned, or maybe he's going to be mentioned but doesn't show up. So I don't know, man. I think we talked about before, like the Taletell games and the whole series. Did you end up playing any of the previous ones?
No. I played part of the Walking Dead.
Ah, yeah.
The very first Walking Dead one. Mm-hmm. I made it like a quarter of the way through, I think. From what I know of, like, was the rest of it.
Yeah.
And that was just about it. Like, I couldn't. It wasn't for me. It wasn't the type of game that I like.
I bought episode 1 and 2 of The Walking Dead, and I have them both, and I really wanted to play through them. And my nephew got super into it, and I was like, I really want to see the story, but I'm like, man, I just can't get into this like I wanted to. So I have part 1. I haven't even opened part 2, but I don't know. I think it's one of those, I want to see the story just kind of play out. So maybe I'll just watch somebody else play. I'll watch me play of it.
That's awesome. Yeah, man, it's kind of interesting, dude, for the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Interesting take. I think I like to see how it plays out, but
even like the character design in it, it looks like a kind of a crossover between the comic version and the movie version. So
right.
Who knows, man? Like, who knows what they're gonna do with it? We'll see. I don't know. I may get it.
Whoa.
No, probably not.
No.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna pretend. We'll see.
Don't even pretend, John.
I might get it.
Okay.
All right, cool, man. What else we got?
All right. Well, let's talk about some of the movie trailers that have dropped.
Can we do this the second one first?
Yeah.
To get it out of the way, and then we'll do the others?
Yeah. So, War for the Planet of the Apes came out. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about.
Okay. What'd you think? Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. I thought you saw it. That's why you wanted to talk about it.
No, man, I want to talk about the other ones.
Oh, okay. So that one actually looks really good. It looks like they're going to be in the thick of it. Like it's just gonna be one like knockout blow for one each. I don't know if this is the last one in the series, but
I think there should be one more.
Maybe
I can't remember.
Land of the Planet of the Apes. I don't know. I don't remember what it is. Return to the Surface.
I never paid that close of attention to it. But
yeah, I know there's a super long series, but I don't know where that's going or which
or if
one
they're sticking over to like the originals or what.
Yeah, but it looks good. It looks like. Because it seems like each one is like, okay, this is the turn. This is where it becomes, it's just the apes now. But it looks like this one might be it. Like, the next one might just be an ape movie. You know? So, I don't know.
them, like, I don't know, full genocide killing all the humans or something? I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. Still waiting on those people. I don't know. Is it like, is it still in the continuity of, like, people left Earth? Went to Mars on a Mars
I mean, that's the
trip.
first one, technically. Yeah. So it's like a giant loop.
Yeah, and then it's supposed to loop back around to Planet
like
of the Apes.
How it ends, yeah.
Yeah.
Or how it begins.
Exactly.
Something like that. Time travel.
Okay. Time travel.
Woody Harrelson looks like a freaking...
Yeah.
He's going to be ridiculous in this one.
I just watched the scene from Now You See Me Part 2.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
And it's a ridiculous scene. It's
with
so
him?
ridiculous with Woody Harrelson. and it's just them like going through a checkpoint and like trying to get a card from one side of the room to the other, like a playing card. And it's them like throwing it to each other and them like doing like little hand tricks and stuff.
Oh, that's stupid.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
It would make me so mad.
It's so over the top. It's so crazy.
I can't. That's why I can't watch that movie.
Yeah.
I can't.
Speaking of card games, though,
angry the whole time. Okay, anyway,
Scarlett Johansson came out on Jimmy Fallon with a card trick, and oh my god,
that was funny.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
She can do no wrong.
In your eyes, Eric, she can do no wrong.
Yeah. Oh well, we didn't even mention that too. Ghost in the Shell's coming out this weekend.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So I'm watching the other Ghost in the Shell. The
About time.
I know. I thought for some reason I thought May 31st, and even though we've been talking about it, it's already March 31st.
Yeah.
So
get on that.
Yeah. So gonna be watching that this weekend. Excited to see it. Oh man,
yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm gonna have to find some time to watch that movie.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll get to at least one of us will see Ghost in the Shell this weekend.
I'm hoping I can. If I can't watch it over the weekend, I'm gonna try to watch it maybe one of the weekday nights because I really want to watch it before we record next.
Yeah.
Because I think it'd be fun to talk about.
Dude.
And I know you're super excited about that movie, and you're gonna watch the original, so you got to fill me in on all the stuff for it. So
all the things. We'll do a side by side comparison.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna start out on one wall and say, "Here's what happened."
I'm just gonna draw it out, and then storyboard the whole thing.
Yep. Here's ScarJo. Cool, man. Well, Valerian, the City of 1,000 Planets.
Dude, oh my.
It looks okay, and I know you got a super raging hard on for this movie already,
dude.
Not because I'm looking straight at you, which is really weird to see.
Yeah,
and
I don't know why you would look at me in the eyes and tell me I have a raging hard on. Please do not do that anymore, ever again.
Because we talked about it this weekend, this past week. Not your boner, but like this. Like we talked about John Carter.
Yep.
And how you really, really like that movie.
Yep.
And how it got super terrible reviews that I thought, and so I didn't even take the time to watch it. I don't even know why I didn't watch it, but like it just seemed like it was okay. I could miss it, but apparently it's pretty amazing. So John Carter, and it really does look like from the trailers and from the scenes that I've seen of John Carter, it looks like a kind of this mash 'em up of John Carter and Fifth Element. What do you think?
Yeah,
you've seen them both.
I don't know if I'd say John Carter and Fifth Element. It definitely feels a lot more like Fifth Element.
For sure.
The movie that I thought, I guess, more than John Carter with it is I had thought about because I compared it. It was something else that I had in my mind, and now I can't even remember what movie that was.
Westworld.
No,
that's a TV show, John. Why don't you think about that?
No, I don't know, man. It's just got like really Fifth Element is the only one that I can think of that really has something like that. Oh, you know what? It was Guardians of the Galaxy. I was thinking of Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think those are two sci-fi adventures, and it seems like the way the trailer portrays the movie this time is not so much like, hey, this guy's on the run or he's chasing something, but it's more like these two agents, or this agent, Valerian, and his compatriot are, going through the universe, and they're being chased.
Yeah.
So it kind of takes a different spin on it, I think, and it looks good. I'm excited to see that.
Dude, I'm super super pumped for this movie, man. Like just the overall look of it, dude. It's freaking good, man.
Yeah.
Like Valerian and Laureline going out there having an adventure, like you said. Like it just. Everything about it looks freaking amazing, man. Like I love the color schemes, the way that some of the comedy's playing out, the way the action is playing out. No hidden or secret or anything like that. That I love Fifth Element. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It feels like this is one of the ones that can compete with something like that.
Yeah.
For me, Fifth Element has a lot of things that are campy in it. So it is a very kind of campy movie. It kind of knows that it is. It knows what it is, and it doesn't try to play it up or different. And this one, I feel like some of those elements are not going to be there, but it's going to make up for it in just sheer adventure, action, eye candy stuff. And I'm totally down for that. 100%.
I'm excited to see it, man. I don't know. I really want to check it out, and it seems like it's going to open up another universe for like the sci-fi genre.
Yeah.
And it seems like it might just be the jumping point, just to introduce us into this world.
Yeah.
Do you know if it's based on any kind of other novel?
Oh yeah, it's definitely the comics. Valerian and Laureline is the actual name of the comics. So I don't know why they took her name out of the.
If they just
the title,
well, maybe because they're trying to get away from that whole what is that other movie that did terrible with just the two names? X and Sever. Do you remember that movie?
Not at all.
Nobody does, because nobody wanted to see a movie with Antonio Banderas and Lucy Liu. They were two pretty big at the time.
Yeah,
but for some reason that movie just didn't make it.
Really?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not. I don't know. I mean, that just kind of sucks for me. Like I guess.
Yeah, they should have just left her name in there.
I mean, we have Ant-Man and Wasp coming out.
Yeah, we should be progressive.
Right, yes, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying, Eric. 100% what I'm talking about.
Let's talk about something I know you don't want to talk about.
Whatever, dude.
I know you didn't even watch this trailer, and I don't feel like you're going to watch this trailer.
Shut your mouth.
So, you know what? This is something sci-fi.
We totally missed one, and I'm waiting for you to come back around for it.
What did we miss?
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, snap. Because we skipped over it. That's right. Okay.
Let's talk about that first, and then you can talk about your stupid movie.
It's not my stupid movie. And
anyway,
I know many people that are excited about this.
Spider-Man Homecoming, new trailer dropped.
Yeah.
We'll just brief mention because it is a second trailer. I mean, the other ones were second trailers too, but
yes.
Anyway, really cool, man. Like I can't wait for this movie to come out. I mean, I can't. This movie year, like everything coming out, I'm gonna spend way more time in the theater than I think I have any other year.
I was just thinking about that too. Like last year, I don't think we went to as many movies as we've already gone to this year. I feel like we're going to the movies every other weekend, if not every weekend.
There was a year that we did that. Like Brandy and I think about every other week at least. At least we would go to the movies. But it was just to see whatever was out, Right. And then there was those dull points where, we wouldn't go for 3 or 4 weeks because there wasn't anything interesting coming out, period. But dude, this year, geez. And every single movie that I've gone to, it's not like, oh, I don't have anything to do, let's just go to the movies. It's been, there's a great movie coming out, or a movie that looks like it's going to be great, we need to go to the movie theater and check this out. And dude, Homecoming with this new trailer, already, man, with the first trailer, it looked like it was going to be awesome. The second one comes out, I feel like it's a little spoilery.
I think it's super spoilery.
Okay, maybe it's going to be super spoilery.
I feel like like if you haven't seen it, then
it might be
spoil it.
It might don't even watch this trailer because it feels like it's going to give away too much.
I think it does. I think it just gives away everything.
It feels like there's a lot of plot points that are given away in the trailer. Yeah, and I did not like about that. Like as soon as I finished watching it, I was like, oh, I shouldn't have watched it.
Yep.
And I haven't really watched it since. I'm watching it right now, but I mean, you can't hear it. The sound is off. I'm just kind of looking at the visuals because I really, man,
it just looks
it's too much.
It looks good.
Spoiled.
It looks crisp. I think I really like the way the MCU, because the MCU is really bright.
Yeah.
It is super bright. It's super in your face, and it's super just it's all out there. Like, and it looks really good. Like their production value is unmatched.
It's comic booky, you know?
Yeah.
Like they should feel like a comic book character. I mean, not everything 100% like a comic book character, but it feels like, you know, something a little more exaggerated, something a little bit different. Rather than Justice League. We didn't put the new Justice League trailer on this.
We talked about it last week.
Yeah, but we hadn't watched the actual trailer yet.
Oh, yeah.
It hadn't come out.
Talk about it now.
We can talk about it right now.
Okay.
I hate it.
You hated the Justice League trailer?
Yes.
Dude.
Yeah. I mean,
like that was the one trailer that I got like excited for and got me hope. Like I have more hope now for the Justice League than I do for Wonder Woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no. I like with the latest Wonder Woman trailer that came out and all the stuff still coming out about it and kind of what's going on, I'm still really, really excited about it. And the main difference to me is that the look of that movie, the overall look of it, right? So the locations, the filming, the style that it's done in, it looks awesome. Like to me,
it's a completely
really cool.
different director, man. So
exactly. Dude, and freaking Justice League looks like another rehash of the same exact world that BVS was in, and I hated that place. Like, I did not like that place at all, and it's like they took the same, like they copy and pasted all the imagery,
formula,
all the scenes, all the way the color scheming is from BVS, and made it right into Justice League, and I hate it. Like, I hate it.
And I think that's exactly what they wanted to do because they wanted to keep it in line with that whole tone.
Right.
And even though it's supposed to be lighter, it seems like there's a lot more jokes in this. There's actually jokes in this.
Yeah.
You know, more so than BVS. Then I don't know if those are going to be the only funny beats through the movie and if it's going to stay its dark tone. Like, oh, hey, like we were able to finagle this to way it looks funny. Or even if they're even in the in the movie. I mean, we've seen it now where trailers don't even have like the same beats that they do into their movies.
It's like all completely different by the time it comes out.
Exactly. So who knows, man? Like,
it really, like, as soon as I saw it and as soon as I saw the tones and as soon as I saw the stupid, like, sparks coming out of everything against the black background and the way people talk and move and the way the washed out look of all the grays, I was like, dude, this is stupid. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Like, they just had a huge miss with BVS. And they're bringing us back to the exact same world with it, like with a few differences that they think are going to make that big improvement. I don't think so.
No.
Like, I really don't think so. And that sucks because, like, the first trailer was so good. It felt very different. And now this does not anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels the same. You know? And that sucks, man. It really sucks. Like, it's not even a thing where like I'm happy about it or like, oh, like Marvel's gonna win. It, like, I want two good properties out there, man. Like, if we had the great Marvel Cinematic Universe that's coming up, you know, that the stuff that I love that has been coming out, like, why can't we have a good DC side too, you know? And this does not feel like it's a good DC. I want that. Like, I feel like, man, it will benefit both places. So if DC is good, man, that's going to make Marvel want to be better, you know? And for it to just, like, just seem like it's going to be the same washed up crap again, like, it sucks. I'm really hoping that I'm completely and totally wrong. Super hoping that I'm completely and totally wrong. Like I was about Logan.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I really thought it was going to be great.
We're wrong. That's right.
I was wrong. And I'm more than happy to admit that. You know, it was a good movie. Like, it ended up in being, you know, something that I could enjoy. And this does not seem like it is. And I hope I'm meeting my words by the time this movie comes out. But this trailer made no sense. And for them trying to change things and for it to really be different than BVS.
Yeah.
I mean, all that being said, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What did you think, Eric?
Yeah, well, I had a little bit of different opinion on this, but dude, you know what? I thought it was good. I really thought like it did exactly what it did exactly what it should have done for people, which was get them excited to see Aquaman.
Yeah,
I think his portrayal looked really cool. Mm-hmm. I think that the way they're doing the Flash and the way that they're doing because I saw the way the Flash was done in the TV show. Okay. And I saw a few episodes, and that was supposed to be the better of the two DC shows out there, which was the Flash and Arrow. And you said now it's just a superhero drama. It's not even that anymore.
Yeah,
but
no,
I mean,
it went the same way as other stuff. But
yeah, so I mean, it looks good in that respect. I don't know, man. I think it looks. I think it gets me excited for it in the way that I wasn't excited for it before.
Yeah,
you know, it looks different. I'm pumped for it.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
That's cool. No, it's totally fine, man. I'm not going to tell you not to be excited about something. Shoo. You're very excited about this next movie that we're going to talk about, and I'm not excited the one bit.
Yeah.
I will never watch this movie, in fact. Like, unless I'm forced to, or unless, like, I hear very, very different things, I will never watch it.
I know you won't, actually. So the movie that John hates right now is this movie. Not that he hates it, it's just that it's not in his wheelhouse.
At all. It's not in our wheelhouse as a podcast either. But
it isn't, but I think
I know you're in love with it, Eric.
I'm not in love with it, one.
Don't lie.
I'm not, but I'm really excited to see the new take on it, which is the It trailer came out. And
that's the movie It.
The movie It, yes. And if you aren't, if you haven't seen it, then you I don't even know. Like, I know my childhood was severely marred by this movie, and I think mostly it was Tim Curry, because Tim Curry's just one creepy looking dude.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. Like, it was I don't know, man. I know you haven't seen it, but I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it looks like they've taken. Because the actual show, like, because it was a made-for-TV movie, doesn't hold up. I don't think it holds up. Like, I think it would, like, the production was, like, pretty shitty on it. But I mean, I think, like, as a story, as the way it was told, like, it still was creepy as all hell.
Oh, you're talking about the original one?
The original one.
No, I've seen most of the original one, if not all.
Yeah.
I didn't like it one bit, though.
No.
It was one of those things where everybody was getting together. I was in high school. Mm-hmm. I'm sure I was in high school, maybe just past high school, and everybody was getting together, and then they're like, let's watch it. And I was like, no, thank you. And everyone was like, dude, don't be like the one guy who's not going to come over and hang out. Don't be dumb. Don't be a party pooper. Don't be the Debbie Downer. So I was like, fine, let's go. And we watched it. Not my favorite time.
No.
But I vaguely remember it since high school. I've never watched it again. I haven't watched it since. We were a big group of people, so people were talking and getting up and moving around. So it wasn't like an actual sitting down experience. But
I mean, if you like to get creeped out, it's definitely one of those. Like, it's cool to see with a group of people, because I like other people's reactions.
What I hate.
Like, I like seeing other people's reactions and just being like creeped out with everybody. So I like that in that regard. But damn it, man. Like, this looks super, super creepy. But I'm still excited for it.
Not me.
Not John. It's okay, man.
I mean, at least you're enjoying it. Like, right?
Yeah.
I mean, hell. At least you're enjoying it.
Yeah. At least one of us will.
Well, cool. What else we got?
Bringing it back home to some of the shows and that we'll be watching coming soon. Game of Thrones released their trailer for the upcoming season. Dude, it feels like I just watched like the last episode, and at the end of the last episode, seeing the featurette that they're already working on this next season. And,
yeah.
And damn it, dude, it's so close. And it's just, if you haven't seen the trailer, it's essentially just, and actually, it's not essentially, it's just Jon Snow and, what's her name? Lyanna Hemsley. What's her, the mom? What's the mom's name? The crazy mom?
Cersei Lannister.
There you go. Damn it. So, Cersei, Jon Snow, and I already forgot the other one. Daenerys. There we go. Damn it, man. Waited too long.
Yeah, man. It's been too long.
This candy's wearing off also.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's about time to go.
Yeah.
We need to wrap this up, Eric.
We're going to wrap it up right now. So, those three essentially walking to their respective thrones, and the shit's about to happen. It's about to go down.
Dude.
And it's going to be all out war. Like, I'm really, really excited, man.
Yeah. Dude. I mean, we've been waiting extra long because usually by now it's already starting.
Yep.
And I feel like that's why they've released this because we're having to wait all the way till like June, right? Yep. June, July?
Yeah.
Too long. We're waiting too damn long.
It's been over a year.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it usually starts around now.
Mm-hmm.
Or ends around now. I don't even know. I just know it's way too long.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, I'm super excited for it. I can't wait. 2 seasons left. Not a whole lot of episodes left. July 16th. July 16th is the start date. I cannot wait till July 16th. But that just means more time in front of the TV and in front of theater screens and all kinds of stuff, man. I really hope there's an all-out battle at some point in this.
Yeah, and I mean, it's going to have to be, man. Like,
well, I mean, they can wait all the way to the last season, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Damn it.
Yep. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. We'll see something.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else? What do we got? Let's keep moving. Let's keep this moving quickly.
Yeah. Silicon Valley coming out.
Yeah.
Dude, that show's pretty on point, man.
Heck yeah.
It's, I think, probably
I don't think we've ever talked about it on the show before.
We really haven't, but it's the best comedy show, I think, and revolving around IT that's out there right now. Which
I think that is relevant to us.
Yes, super relevant to us in our day-to-day, but not in this regard. But I don't know. It's still hilarious.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Still love it.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about it when it comes out.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool.
It's coming up.
It deals with the internet.
It deals with the internet.
And all the things revolving around the internet. Which, you know what? We're on the internet, so that works.
We are on the internet.
I don't know if you know that, but we are.
I didn't. Yeah. I'm the one who posts the episodes.
Yeah. Another thing that came out, the Santa Clarita Diet. Season 2 announcement.
Yeah.
Dude, did you watch all of Season 1 after all?
Yes, I did.
Dude.
I think we talked about it after I watched all of Season 1.
I think so, too. Remember, my memory is going.
Yeah, your memory is going.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, announcement, Season 2 coming soon. I'm excited about it, man. It's pretty.
I think it'll be cool. Like, it was a fun show. It was a fun show. Like, I mean, I enjoyed it. Netflix does some really cool stuff. So, hopefully, like, it's as good, at least, as the first one. Hopefully better. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens. Like, I'm excited about that. That'll be really cool. Cool. Anything else you want to say about it?
No.
Other than everybody watch the first season. Like, you should go check it out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't check this out, at least check out iZombie, because iZombie's legit. I don't care what you say, Eric. It's really good. But watch both if you have the time. I mean, if you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I know I'm not doing things sometimes. That's why I watch so much TV.
What do you mean you're not doing things sometimes? You got so much Zelda to go through.
I got so much switching to do, man.
You're gonna
switching
be
all day long.
Up all weekend.
In between the breaks of that from this past weekend, I want to go watch Life. Life is freaking awesome.
Dude, we didn't even talk about Life.
Well, that's what I'm doing right now, Eric.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Are you going to go watch that movie?
I will, but you can...
Eventually,
but
there's not a whole lot of spoilers, right? Like, it's in the...
Is it a Venom prequel?
It is a Venom prequel.
You feel that?
Yes.
Is it, like, legit?
Yes.
Nice.
It was one of those ones that, like the very first Alien movie, you feel a lot of tension. Like, what the hell is happening? Mm-hmm. Like, there's one alien that's coming around for everybody, and it's going to get everybody no matter what. Like, I don't care. Nobody's making it out of this damn thing alive. Like, everybody's dead by the time this movie starts.
What?
Like,
does it do like the whole like Pulp Fiction, like start from the end till the beginning part?
No, it doesn't
They
do that.
meet in a diner.
I'm just saying that, like, as soon as this thing starts taking life, you're like, dude, everybody's gone. I already know it. Everybody's completely dead. There's a couple of really gruesome scenes in there, and gruesome in the sense that, like, I was just not expecting what happens to happen. A couple of those have, like, a really quick clip in the trailer, but then, like, the actual movie, like, holy freaking crap. Like, it goes, like, 10 times beyond what it shows in the trailer, and you're like, what the F, dude?
I'm
like,
excited, man.
Super, like, creeped out moments. Like, the way the alien attacks, the way it thinks, the way it moves, the way it ends up looking at the end. So freaking cool, man. And it's one of those that's
Really?
like, it's not a long movie. It's not one of those ones that, like, feels like it takes a long time. It felt like we sat down at the theater. We got some food because we were, at the draft house like we always are.
Yeah.
Like, so we always get a meal and a drink and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it felt like we sat down, got food, and then it felt like immediately like the check was coming, which usually doesn't happen until like 3/4 of the way through the movie. And then like all of a sudden things were done, so it's like one of those ones that just, and it wasn't like it was super short. It's just that it went really fast. Like there's stuff like constantly going on the entire time. So it doesn't feel like it's just dragging out or they're just trying to fill time. Like they cut all that crap out. So, and it's not a super long movie either. Like it's I don't know, I need to look up the runtime on it because I would really love to see what that is. Hour and 44 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad at all. Right,
Dude,
so
that's just as long. No, actually, it's like 15 minutes longer than the Belko experiment.
Right, but I mean, it's that kind of thing, like it doesn't waste any time on fluff, and I really, really, really appreciate the hell out of that. So yeah, man, just like it doesn't miss a beat. Like these keep going and going and going and going. To get into spoiler territory, because we're talking about spoilers right now.
Yeah,
dude, Ryan Reynolds is on every poster. He's been on every single promo. He's the first one to go out.
Dang.
Like, I'm like, dude, what the hell? I feel super misled.
That's probably how like people felt about Drew Barrymore for Scream.
Or Godzilla, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like, it's the
I didn't have
biggest
to go that far
example.
back. It's just Godzilla.
But that's another great example. Like, it's
Thank
just
you.
like, dude, they were just gone right away. So, I mean, cool. Like, it happens. His character wasn't one that you were like missing the entire time. Like you could see how it was, and it was nice to see him while he was there, but like he's immediately gone.
Yeah.
Dude, but everybody else makes up for that. Like all the rest of the characters, they weren't anything super special or crazy, or nobody was trying to play this like super deep introspective character. So everybody was just playing their role and playing their part, and I mean, it worked out, man. Like, it works out for everybody to just get killed off after a moment. Since we're into spoiler territory, dude, basically everybody dies. Basically every freaking person dies. At the end, the way it ends, and I'm sorry to spoil this for you, Eric, but I gotta talk about it here on the podcast.
I'm excited to see it. So.
I'm not gonna spoil this last part then. I'm not gonna spoil the ending.
No,
I'm not gonna spoil the ending. So I'm not going to even say anything about the ending.
Okay.
But it was kind of crazy.
Is it as good? Okay, let's talk about endings real quick. We're running super long, but let's talk about
very long.
Endings. We talked about twist endings. The last best twist ending that you saw. We just talked about it too.
This isn't necessarily a twist. It's just enough to keep you guessing at what's going to happen at the very end of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it really is. Like, it's just that. Like, it was like, it's not a twist. It's not like, oh, man, I can't believe that happened, or that wasn't what I was expecting at all. Like, it basically gives the option of, like, two different scenarios playing out, and you really don't know. Like, you can kind of sit there and guess and be like, okay, it's going to be this, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. And then, like, I mean, one is revealed, and you know, so you could have guessed. You have a 50-50 chance of guessing what it could have been. But like when it's like at the end, it's like, holy crap, like that's what I was thinking, or this wasn't what I was thinking, or that wasn't what I was expecting. Like, but I mean, it's really cool, man. Like cool. I really enjoyed the movie. It's not great. It's not the best movie ever. IMDb right now has a 7 out of 10 though. So, I mean, at least other people besides me are liking it. I know it's getting like really bad reviews, but it seems to be a lot of critics who are trying to criticize it as like a critically good movie. And I don't think it's that. I think it's just like, I mean, it's one of those ones that like, it's just fun to watch and fun to sit there and be creeped out for a little while and then try to guess at what the hell is going on and how things are going to play out. But,
right on.
Dude, really cool. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Well, you were saying something.
No, I can't remember like what a good twist end movie would be, but
yeah, I can't even. I'm sure as soon as I hit stop on this recording, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that was the best twist ending ever.
All right, man. Well, I'm excited to check out Life, but I don't think I'm gonna see it this weekend. Definitely gonna check out Ghost in the Shell at some point.
Yeah,
hopefully. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. What else you got, man?
Yeah, hopefully by next episode we'll be able to talk about Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. Before we wrap this up, I want to do a quick shout out. Buddy of mine started his own comic.
Damn.
His own comic company, the Strange Johnny Veins. He floated me a copy of one of the first printed comics that he put out. So that's 8 of 100. So basically, following the character who loses his battle with some of his inner demons. So now he's fighting through hell to come back, and it's kind of crazy, man.
Did you read it?
Interesting. Yeah. I think it's about like 20 or so pages. If you want to open it up, you can take a look. Not you at home, but like, or if you're on the road, don't open anything.
I can do that.
Keep your eye on the road. Cody, watch out! Look behind you. That guy's bridging in your lane. Yeah. So it's a different take, man. Like it's pretty cool. But yeah, if you're interested, check him out. Let me see here. I think he's at. You can find him on Facebook at The Strange Johnny Veins, I believe. Let me just double check. Do a quick double check. You can do johnnyveinscomics.bigcartel.com. That's where you can find him online. Or if you want to check him out on Facebook, it's The Strange Johnny Veins. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, man. Well, I think that's going to be it for this week. Do you want to tell people where they can find us?
If I have to?
That would be nice, I think.
Oh, preferable.
Preferably. Oh, damn it. I can't say preferable. I don't even know. Oh.
You weren't even on the right syllables at that point.
I didn't even know. We're just cut that part out.
Okay, yeah. It's just way too late, and that's staying in.
Yep. Damn it.
So first of all, thanks everybody for tuning in again this week, coming over and listening to us, downloading this podcast. Maybe it's your first time. Thanks for listening. We really, really appreciate it. If you want to have a conversation with us at all, you can find us on Twitter, twitter.com/Kenobi's Corner, just Twitter handle @Kenobi's Corner. For further conversations, you can also find us on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Kenobi's Corner. It's got a comment section on each episode. Definitely feel free to tune in anything about that episode or communicate with anything you want. Any feedback you want to give us, any suggestions for future show topics, or things you would want us to check out and maybe talk about with you guys. You can also find us on YouTube. Search the user Kenobi's Corner. You can find us on there. Another good place to throw comments and communicate and interact with us a little bit if you'd like to.
Yeah.
Other than that, you can find us on your favorite podcasting platform, iTunes, Google Play, most other apps that have RSS feeds that are pulling our information. Just search Kenobi's Corner. You should be able to find us in there.
Well, until that time when we speak and you listen, please enjoy yourselves and each other.